Okay, so I'm just doing the final sighting in with my 7 mag for my trip. I grabbed some different Hornadies at Cabela's and feel like a knucklehead. These are 7 mag STW. I was not familiar with that, but there's about a 1/4 inch length difference in the case. So I guess we'll be using the Federal Power Shocks that I was deer hunting with. I was going to go with this little heavier round, and totally didn't realize that there's a variation there. So that's my mistake, and that's why you got to practice before you go out. It would have been a tragedy if I would have brought these out without sighting it in. So, all right, we're going to send some of these guys downrange here. Buckets. We're ready to hunt, baby. Looking good. We'll put these caps on and alright. That'll work. 150 yards. Well, it's going on midnight. I am uploading a Sika hunt video and just trying to get my last minute stuff packed. I gotta leave here at 4 o'clock in the morning to catch a flight to Colorado to start the elk hunt, and I'm not really ready. So got stuff all over the place here. Got the gun, I got some other ammo I'm gonna bring with me too, the actual correct stuff. All my stuff here. I'll take Grandpa's old Stetson, put some orange on there, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So just got loaded up in the truck. The wife's sleeping, and make the journey. Well, we just got to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and was it 6-hour drive?
4-hour drive.
4-hour drive.
Yep.
Into the mountains of the San Juan National Forest.
You got all that?
So yesterday was a pretty long day. Overall, uneventful. I didn't finish my packing until 12:30 that morning, and then we made the trip to the Harrisburg airport. Had a layover in Chicago, and then we took the final flight down to Albuquerque. Got a rental car, and then we made the trip up. It was some really beautiful scenery, and right now I'm at a bed and breakfast. We crashed here last night, so I'm kind of taking inventory of my gear. I got all kinds of stuff. That's one of the mistakes to pack last minute and go to bed at 12:30 in the morning, the night of your trip. But I'm gonna go through and get all the essential stuff that I need. You know, the big thing is we can only bring in 35 pounds of gear on these horses. So we're gonna go through, make sure I have everything that I want. You know, I'm gonna be wearing my gaiters and my hiking boots and all that stuff, but I made sure to get some like merino wool stuff that naturally inhibits scent, keeps you warm even when it's wet, and then it can dry out. So I got like 2 pairs of merino pants, 2 pairs of merino shirts, and I gotta, you know, you gotta pack light, and you gotta think about those things. So you can't beat nature when it comes to that stuff. So we're gonna get packed up here, and then this afternoon meet with the other 2 guys from the group that come from Pennsylvania as well, and then we're gonna check our stuff with the outfitter. Tomorrow morning is Saturday, the opening day of gun, and then we're gonna make the trek in on the horses about 6 to 8 miles, and hopefully camp is already all set up. These outfitters, you know, they've been doing the first gun. This is the second gun now, and it should be a great experience. We got a guide, so I can't wait to meet them, and a camp cook. That's what I'm really looking forward to at the end of a long day. You know, we can go in and come back and just unwind and have a nice hot meal. So yeah, so we're gonna get after it, and I can't wait to get back in the mountains. It was raining a little bit this morning. Looked at the forecast, everything's clear now, so we're highs up in the altitude. It's gonna be probably high in the 50-60 degree range, and it's gonna get down to single digits potentially, 10-20 degrees. So it's gonna be quite the climate shift. Luckily, we're at that higher altitude where it's dry, that high desert climate, and the humidity isn't quite as much of a factor like it is on the East Coast. But that's the other stuff that I have to be prepared for, that we can strip gear when it starts to warm up, but have layers when it's cold. And like I said, we only can bring so much gear in. So expect this to be nice and ripe by the end of the trip. Okay, get my gear ready. I realized a cool hack. My bino case takes up a bit of space, and I always wondered why we have these redundant clips on the sacrifice packet. They don't clip to each other, but what they do actually is they'll clip to this as an accessory. So forgive me if everybody knows this hack, but this will allow me to clip my bino case on the outside of my pack, therefore expanding the room, and then I can still cinch down and store more gear underneath here. I'm going to be wearing this pack in on the horse ride, and we're going to check my other gear. So my other gear, I'm working out of these little collapsible totes that are waterproof. That way I can have my orange and my outerwear in one thing, and then I can have my undergarments in another, my socks, my merino wool. And then I got a general pack I'm going to leave behind in the rental car with clothing for when we get back to civilization. So got to have a little bit of a strategy here. And again, we're dealing with some weight limits. I'm going to try to get my laptop so I can edit in the field then at nighttime. I have a solar powered USB Type-C port. This thing's pretty cool. Let me show you here. So this is $40 on Amazon, and it folds open. You have all these solar panels, and then I can charge my new iMac with USB Type-C, and then I have a flashlight that charges with USB, other accessories. This actually has a flashlight on it. So for $40, this is sweet. So when I'm out hunting, this will collect the sun, and then I can recharge my stuff so that I can continue my editing workflow and share the trip with you guys. So, all right. We're going to stop at Walmart. I got a jet boil I want to get some fuel for. Couldn't fly with that. I want to get some tape to dull down the shiny stuff on these sticks. And these sticks are going to be awesome because you can crisscross these with the strap and then make it into a shooting bipod. So flip these over like so. I'll show you in another video here. Well, we just got to the Walmart here in Pagosa Springs, and we're gonna get our hunting licenses. In Colorado, bull tags are over the counter. So what's this gonna run us? About $1,400? Yep. For the pair. Nice thing is it comes with a fishing license.
Oh yeah.
Real nice of them.
Yep, they've been screaming for someone to go Mckinney. I'll do it if you want to take over.
You do exactly what you're doing.
Thank you.
Well, we just had some dinner, lunch, and in the meantime, pretty nasty storm is going on up in the mountains. So there's a possibility that there's gonna be some snow up there tomorrow. So what time are we meeting these guys? 4:30? It's left 2 now.
Yep.
We're gonna meet the guys, meet the outfitter. Not sure if we can get to see the horses, and then find out the game plan for tomorrow. So I'm gonna kind of edit what we've talked about so far, and then we're gonna be back in the backcountry with no signal for the next week. So hopefully some dead elk. Well, it's been quite an eventful 24 to 48 hours for me, getting all packed up, traveling out here, Albuquerque, and then settling in finally Pagosa Springs at this beautiful bed and breakfast. So I'm going to enjoy the last evening of luxury before we hit the trail in the morning, and we'll be roughing it here for the next week. This afternoon, we took a trip after that storm hit. We had lunch, and we went all the way up to the pass, and about 10,000 feet elevation there was snow. So we're hoping the elk where we're going to be hunting that snow is enough to push them down a little bit, because base camp's about 8,800 feet, according to Onyx. And then, you know, the peaks behind us where we're hunting get up to about 10.5, 10.6. And, you know, if we can push those elk down to the 9,000 range, we're going to be in a lot better shape. So got to meet up with the other guys from PA, meet the other 2 guys that'll be at camp and the outfitters. And we're pretty excited. We don't know what to expect. Last week, they only killed 1 bull during the first gun. So this will be the start of the second gun tomorrow. And, you know, no matter what, it's going to be a good time. And I look forward to pushing this video up for you guys to check out. And then I will check in after we get back in a week. Talk to you then.